Part 1. Happy those early days, when on some gilded cloud or flower my gazing soul would dwell an hour. In those we your glory spy, some shadows of eternity. Henry of Bowen, The Retreat. You're somewhere inside the body of Earth, the great birther. Your semi-soft flesh is veined here and there with the grasping roots of trees, or blockaded by stones who stare blindly at you. The air here tastes of comfort and slumber, and your own body feels as though it is in good condition. You feel a burning in your core. You know that it is the destroyer within, eager for substance to fuel your being. If you fail to find anything to destroy, the emptiness will overtake you and your life will be lost. You sense nothing to consume here, though. A few illuminating rays tumble in from above, but your vision is still dim and unsteady. Perhaps you could leave this place by crawling up the tangle of roots overhead. Whenever you consider a task which your will alone cannot conquer, you get a sense of whether you will succeed or fail based on your elemental attributes. Climbing the roots would require a certain amount of fluidity and flexibility, which are the domain of the water element. Red indicates that you cannot succeed, at least not without problems, in your current state, while green indicates you're feeling that you certainly can. Yellow means that it is too close to be sure. As you make choices, your health and energy may be affected as well. Success brings benefits, but be not too afraid of failure. Through it, all beings learn and grow strong, while success has little to teach. Now choose, newborn. What will you do? Examine what's left of the wall. The chamber of your creation seems so small now. Moments ago it was your entire reality. Perhaps there's another reality beyond this one you now see into, which you will one day hatch. If any further business with the wall, it does not smell attractive. Consume the wall. Perhaps it will ease the emptiness within. The wall crunches and crackles pleasantly in your mouth as you consume it, but it lashes your throat as it is drawn down to your core, causing you to cry out in discomfort. It also does not seem to do anything for your hunger. What will you do? Claw your way farther downwards in the direction of Earth's embrace. The dirt stubbornly resists your scrabblings. It seems the floor of this chamber has been trod down by some great being, most likely your creator, and now resists your attempts to unmake it. You eventually give up, feeling slightly more empty than before for your efforts. What will you do? Use your limbs and jaw to climb directly up the hanging roots. You flow steadily upwards through the hidden spaces between the roots and stones, twisting your body to fill the empty spaces. The light grows as you emerge to a still larger chamber. This space is much larger than the last, and you are still sheltered by the Earth's body. Light is more plentiful here. You may be approaching your skin. A clean azure flavor slides across your tongue. Water, the comforter and supporter of all life, is here, gathered into a still body before you. Something within you resonates with it, drawing you towards it. What is your will? Draw closer to the water. You move closer. And for the first time, you see yourself. Your body, sculpted and painted by time and space, is almost beyond description. Your armor shines subtly with Earth's rich hues, like a promise of precious things buried deep. Your feathers, each one dyed with more colors than the names of, long for the touch of air. And you are crowned with plumes that all other good beasts may know of your sovereignty. Your long neck, graceful limbs, and supple tail transform every motion to a weaving cascade of flowing movement. Seeing your true form for the first time, you feel proud. All of the four elements of reality sing out through your form. You are nothing short of gorgeous, every part of you the pinnacle of possibilities of being, as channeled through the gauntlet of time. You are of the kin, the children of above and below, and you feel a deep and shameless love for everything you are. This, indeed, is the perfect and ultimate body into which your essence has been woven. These are the limbs with which you will walk the paths of this life, the teeth and claws with which you will mete out the judgment of destruction upon other beings. This is the fruit of your creators, And this is the body whose legacy may be bequeathed to others, if you survive long enough and are found worthy. This is yourself, worthy of every respect, admiration, and every success. What is your will? Consume some of the water. You lower your mouth to the body of water and use your tongue to take some of it into you. It flows pleasantly down, trickling to your core, relieving you of a little of the emptiness within and soothing your essence. Water's reputation as a friend to all life is apparently well deserved. Your core demands something which water alone cannot slake, though. With nothing else to do within this space, you follow the whispering air and light outward. Now that you have emerged from the Great Mother's flesh, you can see her more completely, and her power and beauty are beyond your wildest hope. The trees are her feathers, and the mountains her spine. Her breath is the wind, and her essence flows in streams, rivers, and the distant sea. Above you, Sun, the Great Giver, shines his own endless essence down upon earth. He blazes above you, mighty in his glory, beautiful and shameless in his circle dance of creation, to which all that carries the rhythm of life is ultimately begotten. The air between them is sweet with life and light, the fruits of their union. The wind blows, teasing your wings. A wild desire to tread the air, to rise above, fills you. What will you do? Embrace the wind. Spread your wings and fly. You spread your wings and leap fiercely from the heights, knowing that Earth cannot hold your Draken greatness. For a single, beautiful moment, you hang in the air, and then Earth rushes swiftly at you. Frantic flailing of your limbs does nothing. You tumble to the ground, crashing through treetops, then limbs, then bushes, and then the cruel, unforgiving ground. Body ringing with pain, you slowly recover from nature's rebuke. Apparently you are not yet worthy of treading the boundless paths of the above. You sense that you have much growing and learning to do before you can realize your dream of a few moments ago. Your miserably failed attempt at flight seems to have been witnessed by a small winged beast, a lesser child of earth and sun. It stands out against its surroundings in bold black and white. It laughs at you, insulting you with a mocking song. The mighty Draken once ruled over Earth. Now I have seen, Earth rules their race. O thou who tried to fly just after birth, are chained like a slave by our downward embrace. Let the sheet of my song, your body's own pain, teach you this. Only reach for what you can attain. How will you respond? Endure the mockery calmly. Calmly and stoically, you thank the white-black for its warning, and resolve to return such a thoughtful kindness one day. No hint of self-consciousness or aggression taints your song. You are like stone, its taunts washing off your back like water. Having completely failed to shame or disturb you, it wavers, then flees, intimidated by your noble composure. As it does so, it drops a small, shiny object, which you take for your own, along with the satisfaction of having proven your own superiority simply by not playing its shallow game. Shinestone Bauble. While simple and lacking any special powers, this bauble reminds you of your very first success. Moving on, you allow the hillside to guide you downward. You've been following the path of swift running river for some time when you're struck by a powerful scent. Flicking your tongue out, you taste the sacred essence of one of the kin on the breeze, floating on twin wings of pain and decay. There's another flavor as well, something strange, something anal but not, something other. You shudder, your feathers raising upwards involuntarily. What could these strange scents mean? The kin whose scent you now smell could possibly explain, but you are now hatched, and beyond the chamber, all kin are rivals, seldom welcoming the scent of another Drak in their territory. Still, there's something familiar in that scent, something which tugs the corners of your mind, steeling yourself as you carefully draw closer to its source. Destruction. The horrible stillness of a body empty of spirit. The noble red essence of a great kin, shed not in a true dance of destruction, but trapped, tortured. The confusion, the pain, the synergy between its scent and yours, you know without a doubt. This was the great being who instructed you as the voice. This was one of your creators. Its rhythm is now silenced, its songs forever stilled. Already, tiny spirits of decay infest the vast body, feeding off of it, reducing it to void. Something is clawing you from within, stringing your heartbone and flooding your mind. Fear and rage and shuddering nausea overtake you one after another, growing and writhing within. You feel yourself instinctively belch fire seed at the back of your throat, only just managing to swallow it again, denying it the chance to explode to a searing flame to consume the things which now sing and dance near the ruins of one who created you. The things, what are they? There's something wrong with them. Something very, very wrong. They seem to have more than one skin. Some of them belong to other animals. Perhaps their body heat is darkened by the cold, dead hide that they cover themselves with. There is something strange about their oily scents. Something familiar, but alongside that, something completely other, like no true animal. They clutch strange things in their forepaws which you cannot identify, though they reek of the blood of the trees. Most horrifyingly, they have no tails. They are tailless. You are split inside. The air within you screaming to run away as fast as you can from this place, and the fire within urging you to destroy these no-tails. Decide. Quickly. Try to keep silent and draw closer. Flatten your body to the ground and creep forward. This is the empty shell of the rosy kid, its rhythm stilled. The great body constructed over hundreds of turnings of the seasons and nourished by the destruction of thousands of lesser beings, lies quiet, destroyed within just a few moments. Before you hatched, you were taught that all things would be silent in time. Beholding the corpse of this great being, one of your own creators, that truth seems all the more urgent and unassailable. Examine the body more closely. Something is odd about the way the great kitten's mouth is set, gently prying open its jaws, which are already cooling as the void spreads through the dead shell. You discover something odd. One of your creator's incisors is made not of toothstone, but rather some kind of pale crystal. Your chill quivers and your head stands erect as you taste the air around the strange tooth. Something swims inside of your mind, like prey lurking among watery reeds. You decide to swallow the stone for now, and regurgitate it later when you have found a place to safely examine it further. Crystal Fang. One of your creator's teeth was replaced with this mysterious stone. It does not seem to be natural. You can also taste an ozone-flavored energy sleeping fitfully within. Perhaps another kin might be able to tell you more about this rare object. What to do in the meantime? The no-tails will soon notice your scent, surely. Retreat from this place. You flow rapidly through the underbrush, scrambling over rotting tree corpses and crashing through shrubs, until there's no trace of either scent or sound of the no-tails. They seem to possess some kind of terrible magic, which allows them to cause harm even from far away. Again, this seems wrong beyond all possible definition of the word. Is not all order in the world dependent on the symbol of fairness, of having to destroy your enemies with your own body? Perhaps the bizarre things are beyond your ability to deal with as a hatchling. You resolve to avoid the no-tails at all costs, keeping safely away. You cannot even begin to imagine their way. Everything about the tailless defies understanding. You must survive, and for now, avoiding them is wisest. Perhaps one day. You feel something small striking your armor. You turn to see what it is and find nothing. But then it happens again. And again. It is not painful, but it is annoying. Eventually you realize this must be rain, the sacred water of the sky which sometimes falls to bless the Great Mother, of which you were told while still in the chamber. Soon rain is falling everywhere, tumbling and vaulting off the leaves and sliding merrily down the grass. It makes it hard to smell and taste the air, and perturbs you as it spatters against your armor. You find shelter in what used to be the den of a family of fur beasts. Their scent lingers only on the edge of your consciousness, They must have been gone through many suns or even moons. Dig it slightly deeper and broader with your claws, and then settle in, watching rain's downward dive. Yes, this should suffice for now. Surely grander layers await you in the future, but you feel comfortable and safe in Earth's body. At last, you have a moment to think. You pause, considering your situation. Notice the no-tills can be smelled near your den. Explore the valley, find treasures, and seek the entrance to the Great Green. Your body is in fine condition. Your abilities are unaffected by any wounds. You are hungry. Your chorus sings a growling song of emptiness, occasionally to remind you of your duty as a destroyer of all life. You possess a decent collection of shiny things, causing you to feel capable and confident. The bauble inspires you, very slightly increasing all 4 elements. A moment of reflection will make your current feelings and thoughts clear. Awareness of one's own state of being is key to survival in this harsh and beautiful world. You may also draw your thoughts toward any treasures or artifacts you have found. Shiny things. These are minor baubles and shiny objects you have earned. You currently have 15. Provides small bonus to all 4 elemental masteries. It's worth 10 shiny things. This is a memory crystal which your creator had within its palm, presumably for safekeeping. It is quite valuable, but only to those who can attune themselves to its harmonies. You could treat it undepleted for 200 small treasures. If you choose, you can put this in your mouth and enter into the dreaming to access its contents. This would take most of the day. There's little here now, but if you survive and are bold yet wise, you will gather many. Perhaps some will even have strange and wondrous powers. Here you can recall the many denizens of the Great Green you will meet. As you explore, hunt, and survive, your knowledge of each of the many tribes and peoples of good beasts will grow, and their secrets will be revealed to you. And, if you wish to leave the waking dream of this life, and return to your other reality, or change certain aspects of this one, you'll find such thoughts here. Your progress will automatically be saved and remembered, so do not fear the void. Your relationship with the Great Four, the elements which make up reality, will be your key to survival. At any time, you may draw your thoughts towards the elements to more clearly comprehend their gifts. Each element bears a sigil which will grow and change as you gather more of the infinite truths of the world to yourself, and each governs a different aspect of your abilities. The fire element governs your physical strength and ferocity, as well as the power of your fiery breath. The water element governs your perception, empathy, flexibility, and stealth. The earth element governs endurance, health, and fortitude. The more you understand and imitate this element, the more patient and difficult to destroy you will become. The air element governs quickness and intellect. Agility of both body and mind belong to this sphere. As you grow in understanding and experience, your degree of enlightenment within the 4 elements will increase. Each degree brings gifts. By recalling each specific element, you can remember which gifts you have earned and what temporary factors, such as injuries, may be affecting it. Earning gifts is not affected by temporary effects, and only when your natural level of enlightenment is high enough will you gain new abilities. Already your actions and decisions have strengthened your connections and granted you certain advantages, such as achieve the first grade of mastery of Fire Element. Use Power Strike, a physical attack which does heavy damage if you win the elemental clash, and moderate damage otherwise. You've achieved the second grade of mastery of the Fire Element. You master your fire breath such that you may now execute a fire flash, which does small enough burning fire damage and may briefly blind your opponent. You achieve the third grade mastery of the Fire Element. You may now intimidate your opponent, reducing their ability to think clearly and reducing their air affinity. You achieve the fourth grade of mastery of the Fire Element. You may now charge at enemies, dealing high physical damage. However, this reckless maneuver may throw you off balance, greatly reducing your fire achievement for a short while. She is the first grade master of water. Mino's Flowing Strike, a water technique which does light physical damage and may do additional damage based on the enemy's fire attribute. She is the second grade mastery in water. You learn to flow like water between branches of small claw holds, allowing you to climb trees to pursue other good beasts that do the same. You achieve the third grade mastery in the water element. You learn to pacify foes, singing a calming mind song which temporarily reduces the enemy's fire attribute. You achieve the first grade mastery in the earth element. You know Brace in Combat, which does not harm your opponent but greatly reduces incoming damage. This also gives you a chance to observe your foe, increasing your knowledge of it. You achieve the second grade mastery in the earth element. You learn to burrow through the earth's body, and enemies which hide underground can no longer easily escape from you. You achieve the third grade mastery in the earth element. Your scales have hardened into true armor, protecting your body from danger. All incoming physical damage is reduced. You achieve the fourth grade mastery in the earth element. You now gain health from a successful hunt, and resting mends injuries and heals sickness twice as quickly. You achieve the first grade mastery in the air element. You may now use Swift Strike. A clawing air attack which does light physical damage may harm your opponent before it has a chance to harm you. You achieve second grade mastery in the air element. You learn the art of wind reading. When you begin a hunt, you'll be informed of how long you have before prey catches your scent. You achieve the third grade mastery in the air element. By spending a stint studying your lair, you can now divine the hidden properties and values of artifacts you've collected. There are many ways to increase these masteries, such as learning secrets, observing nature, and imitating the qualities of the elements. By making choice and discovering new things, you will grow in your understanding of the elements of reality. Remember that failure is a far better teacher than success. Mistakes and losses bring with them the best lessons. If you lose a challenge, you may suffer in the short term, but your elemental abilities are also likely to increase. Certain treasures and gifts may also affect your elemental affinities. This cozy nook is a good place to rest. If your body has been damaged, it will slowly mend on its own, but spending a sun resting here will greatly increase the speed at which you recover. A few scratches will not hinder you, but any significant wound will impact your ability to hunt, to fight, and even to think clearly. The rain has passed, and the great above is cleared. But the world is darkening. Night must be approaching. Slip out of your den to investigate. You emerge in time to see your first sun ending, and as he dies in his scarlet glory, new, smaller illuminations are born in the opposite corner of the sky. By the time the sun is gone completely, they dominate the great above, a parade of holy light marching in a slow circle dance. You are taught of the stars while still in the chamber. Seeing them with your own eyes is a true wonder. Each of the stars has a color and a brightness not quite like any other. Some are as red as the body of fire, some green as the grass of earth, some blue as the deeps of water, some white as the clouds of air. Some stand quietly, firm in their color, and some sparkle and flash, shimmering gaily. Even in the great above, the four secret elements hold their being. A cool wind blows over you, ruffling your feathers. Inspiration is striking. You feel compelled to let your voice ring out in song. What shall you sing? Sing a lesser hymn to all of them. I sing of fire lying cold around destruction, born of it, and yet birthing it. I sing of water, which gently splits mountains and easily holds the greatest of beings. I sing of air, which passes beyond every gate, bearing my song to the farthest land. I sing of earth, on which I rest now, and within which I will rest at time's ending. As leaves upon one branch, as branches upon one tree, as tree within one green, as green within the land, as land within earth, as earth within the one song, so are all things, many and one and many, all connected at the center. Your song grows quieter towards the end, as you sense you're treading upon sacred ground. You leave it at that, but perhaps one day you'll have the wisdom to make this song your thoughts. Perhaps one day there'll be a truth which you can hold within. Some fun little foreshadowing. Your first sun is at an end, and it was more than you could have imagined, even with your creator's instruction. Sleeping in your lair is almost like being back in the chamber, But now you know too much. Your mind wanders from thought to thought, seeking to guide itself. Your hopes and fears toss you back and forth, scraping you uncomfortably between what was and what might have been. You see your creator lying silent before the no-tails, their chattering, screeching voices barking something incomprehensible as the red essence spreads along the ground. The white-black mocks you as you look on. You feel the dread 1-2 stomping at the tailless, near you, upon you, over you. You slide underneath the mountains to hide from them. There are tails everywhere, smaller and stone-skinned underground, tall and willowy in the woods, coarse and shouting in the flatlands. It is not your precious essence they seek to shed, however. They are roaring for the flesh of something else, something older and more powerful than even a great kin. You wake briefly, and your second sleep is far less troubled.